and welcome to my July TBR. So all the books I'd like to read in July. I love July because it's summer and it means beach reads and it's my birthday month. So, well, my birthday is in July. So July holds a very special place. So the very first book I don't have, but it is Crescent City by J Maas, and I checked it out on ebook and I didn't read it, but then I got it checked out from the library and it's ready now. I don't know what it is, but J Maas is a wonderful YA fantasy novelist and I've loved like everything I've read by her so far. So this one I think is about like two like half humans. One of them is half fae, so I think it dips into the fairy world a little bit again. But it's a whole new series because I think J Maas dipped into the fairy world a bunch when she did the Court of Rosa series. I don't know if it has an actual name, but I can't wait for it. So yeah, I gotta go pick it up from the library before I miss out. I'm so glad we can pick up books now. Like, we can't go in or anything, but you can go buy and pick them up. Okay, so the next novel is a book I ordered in, and it is The Jane Austen Project by Kathleen Flynn. I just love Jane Austen, so reading something in July by Jane Austen is right up my alley. So this is about two travelers who are like scientists, I believe, and I believe they become friends with Jane Austen, trying to diagnose her when she dies, because Jane Austen dies quite young. And yeah, it sounded really, really good. And like most Jane Austen novels are not about the author herself. Most of them are spin-offs on her stories. So this one just sounded a little bit different to me too, which was kind of a nice upchange. The next one is The Daughter of the Siren Queen. I don't know if this was on my TBR in June. It should have been, but I didn't read very much in June. But I read The Daughter of the Pirate King in May and absolutely loved it. And so this one again, the Pirate King is her father, the Siren Queen is her mother. You find that out in book 1. And it is a little bit mystical, but it is about a girl who is part siren. And there was like a will they, won't they love story in the romance. It was highly adventurous. It was very fast-paced fantasy and absolutely loved it. So can't wait to get to book number 2. Woo! Book number 3. Oh, I have a bookmark in because I started it, is The Undercover Bromance by Lyssa K. Adams. I read Bromance a few months earlier and absolutely loved it. And the Bromance book club was about a guy who was a sports player, and one of his friends who was also a sports player had joined a Bromance book club. And this guy was like in the middle of like a devastating divorce. He didn't want his wife to leave him, but his wife was leaving him with his kids and she had had enough. And he just didn't know how to connect with her at all or what she needed. So he joined a Bromance book club. They read romance books on the download, on the secret. And yeah, the very first part of this book is all of them going in, and it's like about the main guy, I believe this time, the main guy in the story, and it's about all of them going into like a bookstore and like, I don't know, like being proud that they read romance or something like that. But yeah, it sounds really cute and fun so far. I'm glad I started this read. I'll finish it in July. The next book I'm going to read in July is Marriage on Madison Avenue by Layne. If you've watched anything before, I've been on a trek through a lot of Layne series, but I read the other 2 in the series. An absolutely cute cover. The story and premise line of this whole series is that 3 women were with the same guy. One was with him for 3 months, one was with him for a year, and then one was with him, she was married to him and knew him for a long time. They all didn't know about each other. They find each other on the funeral day and they actually become friends from it. And they try and like stop each other from meeting bad guys, being with bad guys. So, or players. That's the whole premise of the book. It's funny, it's cute, romantic comedies usually. And I love the other 2 so far, and that one's the final one. And then my final book, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books on my TBR, so hopefully I get to them all in June. And I love all the picks I've done for June, so I'm excited for them all. But the 6th and final book is Homefront by Kristin Hannah. This one is a Kristin Hannah novel, which I absolutely love, and I just haven't read one of hers in a long time. And this one is about like coming home, I believe, and not readjusting correctly. Like I think it's the male who comes home. Right, it's the girl who's coming home. So it's about the male, he stays home as an attorney, and Jolene is the one sent away and sent into danger. So the home front is always hard to come home to after that. And I love Kristin Hanna as a writer, and I can't wait to dip into this novel. And all of them sound really, really good. All of them are pretty lighthearted beach reads. One fantasy read, one more like longer chick lit read. But they all sound really good for the month of July, and I hope I get to them all. I do have some like books I have rented on from my library on audio, so I don't know if I'll finish those before June, the end of June, but hopefully I do. So it's like a fresh start, and I can actually just like physical read copies of books. And those are all the books I'm excited for to read in July. And let me know down below if you're excited to read any ones. I'm also putting out, or I've put out probably my new one books in July. So check out those as well. And I'll see you in the next one. See you guys next time. Bye.